Hello Virgo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your March 1st through the 15th love forecast. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading. Take from it, as always, what makes sense for you and release the rest. So I'll be pulling from these 4 decks right in front of me. 2 of my own. This one is by Mystic Moon and by Bridget of Divine Essentials. I've already pre-shuffled all of them, and I'll go ahead and pull from the top card for each one and see what comes forward. And we'll of course clarify with tarot messages. So this is part 1 of your reading. If it happens to resonate with you, I'd love to see you over on my Patreon page. That link of course is down below, in addition to the link to book your own personal private reading if that's something that you're interested in. So let's get right into this, Virgo. Let's take a look and see what's presenting itself here. So this batch of cards focuses more so on the darker aspects of your partnership, and this represents the lighter side. So let's see what is going to come through here. We have the dog. All right, some of you guys could of course have a pet, have a dog, and this card does say loves to throw their weight around, often barking orders, but their bark is worse than their bite. Confrontational personality, licks their wounds when they feel defeated. So you could be dealing with somebody that's coming through in that way. Let's grab one from this deck. Irresponsible. Now, if you take a look at this image right here, it's obviously a bride and a groom. They're skeletons. So it appears that if some of you guys are either married currently or were married, and it could have been a marriage that fell apart, maybe at this point you guys are separated or divorced, there could have been infidelity during the marriage, okay? But it doesn't just have to strictly be about those of you who are married. It could simply be that perhaps at one point in time you saw a future with this person that could lead towards that type of commitment. And if they're being irresponsible, maybe you guys had some arguments about that, you know, and there could have been the type of confrontation where you guys were arguing and they could have just been barking at you, you know, almost as if to say, I didn't do those things, when in fact they actually did. So there could have been a lot of blaming back and forth and just very painful exchange of words, perhaps. So let's grab from this deck right here. We have the sheep. Now this represents the Chinese zodiac, okay, from the sheep. So some of you might already know you're either representing the sheep or it could be your person. So the Chinese zodiac birth years, I have it listed at 1919, 31, 43, 1955, 67, and then 79, and then it occurs every 12 years after. So if you don't know, then you can definitely calculate it to see, or you could just look it up online. There's a whole bunch of charts that'll show you. So it does say, this love prospect will always find a creative spin on how to express themselves in a romantic partnership. Their impressive artistic talents will warm your heart, since you will be the inspiration behind it. Easygoing personality, they avoid drama, which ensures a nice, peaceful relationship. Now, for some of you, this could represent either where you're at now, that you've moved on from a challenging partnership like this one, and have attracted somebody who is coming through with that type of energy as the sheep, where it's a peaceful, non-confrontational, drama-free relationship. Or this could be what you're going to attract in the future. All right, let's grab this one. Kiss me like it's the last time you're ever gonna taste me. Okay, and this kind of reminds me of the last time perhaps that you and this person, whoever it is that you're thinking about, and if you're in separation, it could be focusing on this. If you're in separation from somebody that hurt you in this way because they were being an irresponsible partner, they could be focusing on the last time that you guys were intimate, the last kiss that you guys have shared, something along those lines, okay? So we'll have to clarify, of course, to see what that is referring to. But that is what's represented here so far. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot to see what else we can pick up as far as these cards. All right, so I'm gonna start, hold on one second, dropping a card here. All right, so I'll pull from my Luna Tarot deck. All right, Virgo. So, what else do we need to know here? The dog could also be represented in the Chinese zodiac. So the dog and the sheep. So somebody clearly was irresponsible here. And that could go either way, Virgo. It doesn't have to be the other person. It could be you that was irresponsible. It could be anybody. And you'll know if that makes sense for your story. But there's somebody here that you are in separation from. There could have been infidelities here. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So, financially speaking, you could be doing quite well. Okay, wealth and affluence is a part of the energy of the 10 of Pentacles. From a relationship standpoint, it's also a very positive energy in that it could represent the happiness that you are looking for when it comes to your relationship. The happiness perhaps that you once had, especially let's just say you got married to this person and at one point in time you guys were really happy. But as time went on, it could have also been that you were arguing about money or the lack of it. Somebody at this point as well could be a lot better or more well off financially than how you guys were in the past, perhaps. Let's see what else. And if you're not in a good place right now in your love life, this could be giving us an indication that in the future, things will improve, that you are meant to find happiness and feel a very strong bond with a love match in the future. Let's see what else here. We've got the Justice card. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Libra. We've got the King of Cups. You could also be dealing with a water sign, possibly masculine could be water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So I feel it comes down to the lack of balance that was going on in a relationship. And maybe if you're in separation right now, this could be what it is that you're working on in your own life, just being able to maintain your life and the lifestyle that you're used to and just wanting to maintain balance in your life. And for those of you, this is interesting how this is lining up because again, we can't ignore this image of a bride and a groom and the marriage might have fizzled. It's a done relationship, you know, it's a done deal. And so this could represent either a divorce, it could represent a legal separation because the Justice card could be tapped into those legal matters. And Divine Feminine, if you have, for example, separated or divorced, this could represent someone new or somebody that you're currently focused on. Emotionally balanced Masculine, as you can see, this is a very loving person here. Peaceful relationship. Okay, so the King of Cups is not one to bring drama with them. We've got the Six of Swords. So this is an indication that you really are transitioning away from that drama and you're heading towards these calmer waters here. This is all about moving forward and leaving the past behind. And it makes sense that we have cards like the World card here because there's a cycle that completed that has a lot to do with your past. And look at this, it came to an end for a reason. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Scorpio here. It came to an end, but there's something that in your life is meant to come back to life to offer you that new beginning. So for some of you guys, even though one door closed, it could be making way for a brand new door that's opening up for you to find the happiness that you're looking for. So let's continue to take a look at that energy in part 2 of your reading if that's something that you're interested in. And as I've mentioned, that link is down below as well as the link to book your own personal private reading. All right, Virgo, so that's it for now. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.